Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing's easy. Warriors and wenches, good to see you all. We have another hard rant for you. This is pertaining to Dragon Age again, the Veilguard. And the Veilguard won Game of the Year. A little bit late though, because if I remember correctly, if you want to win Game of the Year, you should have won last year. You see what I'm saying? It's neither here nor there, but they're kind of late. But I mean, I guess they're here. I guess, but let's be honest here. The Gaming Awards of 2025. You never heard of them. You've never heard of them until now. Let's just be honest. Just be honest. You've never heard of them. You've never seen them. You don't want to see them. And you want to hide your kids away from them. Okay? So anyway. We're on Gaming Amigos. And Dragon Age The Veilguard wins Game of the Year. The Gaming Awards. Game of the Year at Gaming Awards. I want you guys to know something. The Gaming Awards of 2025 is all about a cash grab. I mean, all of these award companies are a cash grab, but these are more promoted and more focused towards what's between your legs and who you have sex with and what you do behind closed doors. This seems kind of disgusting to you, right? Because there's also a Black Voices Black Voice for Gaming thing also. See, there's one for me. So they're propping my skin color up, and I don't like that shit. It's like, you're just a game developer. You're not here for Black Voices in gaming. Shut the fuck up and make video games. Black Voices in gaming. What a fucking joke. All these things are tied to people who are trying to get money from you. That means whatever happens with these awards, whatever traction that they get, all that money is siphoned to people with DEI initiative. That means whatever happens, all that money either goes to the award ceremony or to the certain individuals that started the whole thing up in the first place. This isn't about what you do. This is about who you have sex with. This isn't about your skin color. They don't give a fuck about you. All they care about is getting what they want out of you. And it hurts. It sucks. Oh, you're gay? Don't care. Wait, you got a gay character in your video game? Oh, that's crazy. Well, I'm gonna get a couple $100 out of you. They'll do whatever they can to get a few bucks out of you. It doesn't matter how big or small, they want to get money out of you. And I do not like companies like this. They are a parasite to the gaming community. Or to gaming in general. So, we're going to read this. The winners of the Gaming Awards are officially in. The Dragon Age The Veilguard has walked away with 2 major honors. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Stop acting like you're major. The Game of the Year and Best LGBT, oh my god, character for its customizable look for Rook. Now, there's 2 things I want you to understand. Forget about the Game of the Year part. I want you to focus on the Best LGBTQ plus character customizable lead part. That means that you wanting to have big tits for your character? No, they minimize that for a reason. This is the perfect example of, yeah, we did all that shit, made your ass small, made you have no tits on fucking purpose because that's what we believe. This is a perfect example of their political ideology. They don't want you to look voluptuous. They don't want you to look feminine. They don't want any of that. They want everything to be androgynous. This is the perfect example of, yeah, we made these characters fucking ugly on purpose. For brownie points. For virtue signaling. Also, we want to cut your tits off. We totally forgot about that. Yeah, let's be real. Anyway, hosted on July 8th in the Abbey in West Hollywood. This year's ceremony once again spotlighted games and creators and are pushing for a better representation and inclusivity in the gaming space. Why are you pushing this? Just make your video game. And if you don't make money, you don't make money. That's just how it is. And you want to know the funny thing about this whole thing? The gay people, the mental illness people, they don't play your game. They don't. Sure, some people will, but only a minute amount of people will play that game. They always come out and they always play what everybody else wants to play. There will be the one game that comes out and there's no political ideology, but the customization of said video game is highlighted to be one of the best. You know, the characters look sexy, the guys look fucking badass, and everybody goes up to play the game because they want to play the game. And then you bring out your game and barely anybody shows up. It happens every single time. They don't show up to your events. They don't show up to play your video games. Perfect example. Anybody know the game Rage and Bloom? Lost Records from Don't Nod? Nobody knows that game. That's why they all got laid off. Nobody's playing Rage and Bloom. Okay? Date Anything? How many people are playing Date Anything? That game is the gayest game I've ever fucking seen. I'm not gonna show you what Date Everything is. Look it up yourself. Let me see the chart. Show me the chart. I like charts. I'll be honest, for a small indie studio, they're making okay money, but this is all they made. Date Everything is a game where you go around in your house. You're all alone in your house. You're not talking to anybody, and you just go up to anybody. A table, a book, your washing machine, your refrigerator, and you just start talking to your appliances, and then you date your appliance. This is the saddest fucking game I've ever seen. But for an indie developer, it's gaining some traction. It's fucking weird, but they're gaining some traction. It's not for us. It's not for me, at least. Okay? It's not for me. But they're not gaining that much, but hey, they got some cash money here. How many negative reviews and how many positive reviews? They got 158 negative reviews. And they got 3,171 positive reviews. Maybe that's because people would come up to this game and they know exactly what they're getting. So you would get more positive reviews than negative reviews. And it's also on number 39 in top sellers. So they are doing it pretty well. It's just not for me. Let's go back to this. Ultimate D-Gen Cozy Sim? Yes. This marked the 5th edition of the Gaming Awards. I didn't know you guys were around that long. This is brand new to us. Which started back in 2021. Of course it started back in 2021. Of course, when all this bullshit, the hashtag #MeToo movement, of course you would start around 2021. You guys, when 2020 and 2021, you guys were going super woke. As the world's first ceremony dedicated entirely to celebrating LGBT plus gaming culture. Yeah, sure. Over the years, it's grown in a scale and impact, and 2025 was no different. The show introduced 2 fresh categories. Why would you nuke Best LGBTQ plus Voice Actor of the Year and Community Impact Award? I hate games for impact. I fucking hate them. I think if you're getting a Games for Impact award, you're getting a retard reward. You're getting a Yo, he did his best award. That's what you're getting. You're both of which highlight the growing efforts behind the scenes and in the spotlight. But you're probably thinking that I'm kind of harsh about this. Okay, here's one. How would you like it if I had an award for Best Negro Award? Anybody? Would you like to be the Best Black Person Award? The Best Black Female Award? The blackest person in a video game award? The most chuckin' and jivin' award? Would you like that? Do these awards sound nice to you? The Ratchet Award. Does this sound good to you? The Keep It in the Hood Award in gaming. Do these sound nice? No, they don't sound nice. No, and neither does this. BioWare's The Veilguard has Chicken and Watermelon Award. Anyway, BioWare's The Veilguard has already been making headlines for its inclusive approach to storytelling. You mean just storytelling? And now it has the awards to back it up. Rook, the game's protagonist, which could be literally anything. The person could literally be straight like me, so I don't see... whatever. The game's protagonist can be fully customized, gender pronouns, romantic preferences, and more. So, what if I was just a guy and I was white in the game and I wanted to fuck the Asian chick because man fucks woman? Would I win? Would I win? I'm curious. Would I win? If me saying that to these people, these freaks, if I say I was a white dude in this game and I fucked the Asian bitch, he's like, yeah, and I and my character's straight, and also I let Tosh die in my game, would they be like, nah, you ain't the same? Well, then we got a problem. Anyway, fully customized gender pronouns. Wait. Allowing players to explore stories that generally reflect queer identities. So it's all about you, not me. So it's all about queer identities, not you guys. So it's not inclusivity, it's exclusivity. Gotcha. I mean, I already knew that. I just wanted to make sure. This flexible approach to character identity earned Rook the title of the best LGBTQ plus character. By the way, why didn't you add the part in this little thing about you cutting your tits off? Why didn't you add that? That's part of the whole initiative, right? Why didn't you add that? You added gender, pronouns, romantic preferences, and more. Why didn't you add the part where you cut your tits off? Stand up and be proud. Be proud that you cut your tits off. Why didn't you add that? It was right there. Okay, all right, you didn't. For some odd reason, is the reason why you didn't add the part where you can cut your own tits off because you knew that it was gonna have backlash, or that people would think it would be weird? Huh, weird. Adding to that, Erika Ishii, the weird D&D Asian chick. Okay, she voiced the female character Rook. She won Best LGBT Voice Actor of the Year. Wow. So she won because she got a job as a voice actor and she licks pussy. Wow. Wait a minute. Then I should be Best LGBT. I love licking pussy. I do that all the... what about me? Like, if I was a voice actor at Dragon Age The Veilguard as the male Rook, shouldn't I also get that? I do the same thing that Erika Ishii does. I thought that's what we were doing. I thought that's what we were doing. I'm doing the same thing that she's doing. I'm a lesbian. On the indie side, Kitsune Tales charmed its way to victory, winning Best LGBT Indie Game. Wow. Not best game, just listen, you're awesome because you're gay. Yeah, but I actually have a girlfriend. Oh, you're not gay anymore? Yeah, let me get that reward off you. Yeah, what would happen, bro? What would happen? What if in the midway, what if they went on stage and said, "Hey, I'm not gay anymore"? What would happen? I'm so serious. They said, "Listen, I don't really do this whole thing. My next game's not gonna really have any political ideology in my next game, and I'm actually straight." What would happen in the next game? What would they do? They'd be like, "Yeah, thanks for your award. I actually met a woman, and I don't really do that whole thing anymore. I found God, and I'm doing pretty great. I'm excited for my next game. It's about a soldier who wants to meet, go back to his family and his 3 kids, and he's stuck in World War II. And some drag queen would be like, "Give me that award! Give me that award! Give me that award!" I'd be like, "Yo, what? What's with the deep voice? What's with the drag queen's like, give me that award." I'm like, yo, I thought you were a woman. This retro style platformer mixes magical Japanese folklore with tender queer love story. Players follow Yuki, a fox spirit who falls in love with the human priestess. Wait. Yeah, whatever. And the game doesn't shy away from giving that story emotional weight. Since its launch, wow, congratulations. You like somebody of the same sex. Congratulations. 96 on positive rating. Congratulations. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the moment when all this gay shit is just normal. It's slowly getting there, and even gay people are getting tired of it. You saw Doctor Who and that fucking queer dude. Even the liberals are getting tired of Doctor Who right now. They're starting to be like, listen, it's a little too woke, okay? All right, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, okay? We're getting a little too woke. So I'm just thinking to myself, I can't wait for the day to be like, oh yeah, you're gay, whatever. Once we start to normalize this whole gay shit, what are they gonna do? Because they either like getting free shit, being recognized, or being a victim. Those are the 3 things that they like. And don't tell me, oh, they don't like being a victim. They love being a victim. It's their bread and fucking butter. But as soon as we normalize all 3, what the fuck are they gonna do? People are gonna be like, so what? You're gay. So what? It's like, oh, well, I cut your tits off. I cut my own tits off. You got rid of a good thing, but I don't give a fuck. You got negative tits. Guess what people love in the world? Guess what makes people wake up in the morning? That's right. Titties. So you got rid of that. What? You want me to congratulate you for cutting your tits off? Titties, which makes everybody wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I don't want to go to work, but I want to get home and see my wife and touch her titties. Whether or not you're gay or not or whatever. You know what? I can't wait to finish up work and go back to my husband because he's caked up. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their preference. So when you get rid of something good, don't be surprised when people go like, I wouldn't have done, couldn't have been me. That's all I'm saying. You're not gonna win no award for getting rid of a good thing. You know what I mean? You don't see black people cutting their dicks off. I wonder why. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered won over the community. What? We're still talking about Last of Us? That old ass game? Is it a remaster or remake? I don't know anymore. Earning the Gaming Magazine Readers Award. Ellie's journey, her love, loss, identity continues to... That's an old ass fucking story. We knew she was gay almost 10 years ago. And you're bringing it up now? Okay, alright. Here's a quick look at all the other winners at the Gaming Awards of 2025. Industry Diversity Award, Code Coven. Nobody knows the game, but there's gonna be somebody collecting a paycheck out of being nice. That's right. People collect a paycheck for being nice. You want to know all this DEI and LGBT shit like I told you in the beginning of this video? This is just them. This is them. You know how when you do charity or donations and you can collect that money later on? What's it called? I forgot the term. But basically when you do nice things, you get a return later on. I forgot what it's called. But basically that's what's happening. They're like, oh, I'm being so nice to you guys. Meanwhile, they're just, let me tell you something. If they're not gonna get any money out of any of this shit, they wouldn't give a fuck, okay? They would not give a fuck. If they were not gonna get money out of being nice to all of these motherfuckers, they would not give a fuck. If there was, and here's something crazy, if there was somebody out there that did, if the world just decided, okay, the new political ideology is anything Nazi related. That's right. You start doing propaganda and political ideology on Hitler, you're gonna get a massive amount of money. Watch how quick fucking companies change. Watch. They're just like, bro, okay, we got the racist award. We got there's so many jokes in there, but I don't want my shit flagged, okay? I got so many awards in my head, but all I'm saying, somebody's gonna cash a check for doing that. If there's money in it, they'll do it. Let's continue. Okay, continue. Robin Gray, founder of both Gaming Magazine and the awards, shared. By the way, he's the. God, what the fuck did I just do? By the way, this guy right here, Robin Gray, founder of both Gaming Magazine and the awards, he's the one that's gonna benefit most out of everything that's happening. Everything. You think he gives a fuck about you being gay? About you cutting your own dick off? I don't give a fuck about that. Robin Gray is playing the long game. As soon as all this right here, as soon as all of this is not viable or commercially viable, he ain't gonna get that much money. This whole thing, this whole award show is gonna be gone. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, we can't do anymore. So I'm gonna have to fire all of you, lay you all. Yeah, this whole award thing, yeah, we're done. He's like, oh, you can't fire us? Actually, I can. Anyway, he says, every year I'm honored to uplift and celebrate creators. Nah, he's just here to collect the check on all of you. And industry workers, he said. This year's winners represent a wonderfully diverse group of people. Not really. I mean, if you're straight, you know what I mean? If you're out there and you're a woman and you like a beefcake of a man, you're not really invited to all this. All of whom are working to make our industry better in their own way. Let me tell you about the industry. Everybody has their own thing in every sort of game development. In any sort of game development. I'm gonna tell you right now, the people that worked on Fallen, Lords of the Fallen, they don't want to be in this group. They don't want to be in this group, okay? A lot of game developers don't want to be in this group. They're like, whoa, this is not what we do. Whatever you do at home, that's between you and your significant other. We're just doing our job. You see what I'm saying? They might as well name. They might as well have named the gaming awards the "It's not going to be available in Saudi Arabia" awards. That's what they should have named it. Gray also acknowledged the importance of unity and support within the community. Basically, he's saying, we need more of you to be gay so we can collect more money. That's what he's saying. Last year, Larian Studios' highly praised RPG Baldur's Gate 3 emerged as the top winner. The studio got 6 nominations in 5 different categories and won an award in almost each, including the coveted Game of the Year. Coveted! Calm down. Coveted. Ain't nobody know who the fuck you are. Calm down. Calm down. This one random person's like, I hope they're proud. So, all of this is shit. They don't really care about Veilguard. They just care about their bottom dollar. That's it. I mean, I could go online and check if the gaming awards was available on YouTube. I could check right now. Let me check. It's gonna mess up my fucking news feed, but all right. Shut up. This is their website. This is their website. WoW Presents. Sorry, I'm right there. They have 2 million subscribers. I don't know how many of them are bots. And look at how many views they got. Look at how many views they got. 4,604 views. You got 2 million subscribers and you got 4,000 views? A lot of people are... Oh man, some of these are bots. Actually, not that many. That's a bot. Some people are laughing. Some people are wondering what's the point. Some people are asking who asked for this. And then some people... Yeah, that's a bot. That's a bot right there. It's always the first name and the last name and a bunch of numbers. Yeah. Yeah, these are bots. Get the fucking... Get out of here! They have to be bots. Exactly. Well, I hope they're happy.